'Cause I'm free. Free. Cool. I've always wanted to do that.
What up, y'all?
How y'all doing?
I'm Alex. What's up, John?
I'm John. Y'all ready to talk some basketball?
Do y'all know that I'm Alex and he's John? Let's go. Let's do this.
Do you think our voices... No, never mind. That's a dumb question. I was going to say, do you think our voices sound similar at all? And they don't. They really don't.
No, I'm completely different from you.
That's fair. That was fake.
So what is going down in the NBA?
Well, I'm going to say it's been a semi-slow week. Would you agree, disagree? On a scale of 1 to 10? Is your face like, you have the pukey face or like the happy face? Like, where are you with the NBA this past week?
I'm like the little Kawhi smile, the little mini smile where he's like, it's barely a smile, but it does count as one.
He doesn't show teeth, but technically his mouth is making the shape of a U, so it's a smile, I guess.
Yeah.
He's doing his very least to register emotion.
I think I'm there. I think we're in regular season time where there's no like transactions happening or anything like that. And it's going down.
It's January. So, like the games, are kind of whatever, because they kind of don't mean anything, but they do at the same time, But also, this is the time when I think shit is going on behind the scenes, and then it's like building up to like when the trade deadline gets close, and then you see a bunch of shit go down. Everybody's like, "Well, where did this come from?" It's like, well, they were talking about this back in January.
Yeah.
That's my assessment.
The rumblings.
Rumblings start now. Bradley Beal being one of those rumblings, I think.
Yeah. He's ready to rumble. Lots of Bradley Beal rumblings. Some royal rumblings. The hell of a game tonight, though.
Amazing. I just caught the end of it, and big time win. I hope that maybe makes him a little happy for a little bit there. 2 3-pointers in the last 10 seconds basically to win the game. Yeah,
Westbrook coming back and looking a lot healthier than he was previously.
Looked like an MVP.
Yeah, that could turn Bradley Beal's frown upside down a little bit.
I hope you're right, but but I think the writing's on the wall. The Wizards are going to basically trade him, right? I mean, there's no chance of them keeping him at this point.
I don't know.
Interesting. All this footage I'm seeing of him where he's basically putting up like 40, 50 points and the team is still losing by like 10 or 15. He's just hanging his head, looking sad, looking disappointed. And then I don't know if you saw some of the footage from tonight in the first half of this game, the game that they ended up winning against Brooklyn. There's a lot of plays where he's basically not moving at all. He's literally standing still, like in the corner, like for a corner three, or he's standing still like on the, I don't know what you call that little space that's like 45 degrees off of the rim, but like at the 3-point line, like not the top of the key, but like just a little bit 10 feet away from that. Anyways, but like, yeah, he's just standing still, and it looks a little weird. It looks as if he's just not participating, right? Now in this game, I think he had 24 points in just the fourth quarter alone. So I'm not going to say he was disengaged from this game at all. But I saw this footage that somebody found, a Wizards fan actually, of the first half, and he's just lots of plays where he's just standing there. And it looks as though, and I could be wrong, this is where my conspiracy brain jumped in, but it looks as if the coach has officially been like, look, he's going to be in the game, but we're going to ask the other 4 people that are on the court to do the work, because we know Bradley Beal can do the work at any point. He can turn it on, but you 4 need to show up and, show the same kind of effort he is. I could be wrong. That's me reading into it, but that's how it looks to me, especially when they also showed sideline footage, like during a timeout, and the whole team is huddled around their coach, Scotty Brooks, that is. And he's just and Beal is just sitting like in the background, just like staring, like he's like outside of the huddle. Like he's just kind of sitting in the back, just kind of not into it. He's just kind of not having it. Not like in an angry way, but almost as if he's been told to, like, look, you do enough for us. We need to coach everybody else here, which seems kind of weird to do, but I don't know. Maybe it's something that coaches do.
Yeah, or he like had to fart or something, So he was like, I'm gonna go over here, out of courtesy. All like,
Damn, man, that might be way better. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to corrupt us, the team. It's not really good for chemistry.
No, yeah, you want to do that on defense at least. To try to help shit out, protect the paint.
Yeah. Oh man, I wonder if anybody's ever tried that before, to like shit on the offensive player to get them to miss.
Well, Paul Pierce probably tried.
Oh no, man!
But I would say
too soon.
You don't want to go like all the way. You know, but I'm sure there's been some stinky dudes that used it as a defense. A lot of trade rumblings for Beal happening. We'll see if Westbrook being healthy will change anything, but it seems like he's pretty unhappy there, even though he's balling the fuck out. They're not winning, and that's no fun.
I feel like him signing that big contract there was sort of him like giving them a chance still. Like he could have, I'm sure there were other offers from other teams when he was a free agent recently, but he went back to Washington. Everybody was like surprised. Damn, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I mean, I think he kind of wants to give them a chance, but at the same time, I've learned that no contract is untradeable. So I think he took the money that Washington kind of owed him after all of his service there. But he kind of can't wait to go somewhere else and start winning. And I hope he gets to go to a good team.
Yeah, that game was nuts, though. I mean, it was against the Nets, and 149 to 146, like
right
in regulation, which is like, wow, yeah, that's a ridiculous amount of points in general. Like, that's nuts. I think it's like the second most points in regulation in like the last like 20 years or something.
Oh, really?
Like yeah, something like that. But
interesting stat I saw about it. Well, related to it, I guess. The Nets, since getting Harden, have the highest offensive rating. If they keep it up, it'll be the highest ever in the history of the NBA, but also the lowest defensive rating, which if they keep it up, they'll be the worst ever in the history of the NBA.
Whoa.
Well,
damn.
It's just perfect.
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of the path they're on right now, and it's kind of understandable when you just look at the three dudes.
It does not surprise me at all, actually.
I think Durant has shown that he could be like elite on defense, like when he's really locked in and stuff, but he's not really he's not out there like a defensive specialist or something. It's not so. And then you got Kyrie and Harden, which are pretty much known to be like paper bags on defense.
Yes.
But like capable though, so I think they're going to have to like make a decision, to to really play some defense. And I think Kyrie had said something after the game that, you know, if they let somebody score 40 whatever points in a quarter, like they're not going to be able to win games. And he called himself out for not defending better. So I think it's kind of on those dudes because there's three of them. So like even if they get two elite defenders to like team up on in the starting lineup, they still are a big part of it.
Yeah, Steve Nash. I mean, that's quite a challenge. I mean, people have been trying to get Harden to defend for a long time now. Irving. I mean, I mean, you said it. These guys are both capable of it, right? At any given moment. I mean, I've seen Harden play good defense before.
Yeah.
It's just not consistent. So, I mean, he sort of picks and chooses when he wants to do that, and I think that's the problem.
But yeah, Westbrook and Beal combining for 78 points, pulling off the crazy 2 threes, one after the other with the steal and everything in the last few seconds.
Sloppy play by Brooklyn there at the end.
Yeah, then you had earlier today on Sunday, the time that we are recording this, you had Jokić dropping 47 and ending the Jazz winning streak. A Jazz winning streak was 11 in a row.
I mean, Jokić further cementing himself as an MVP. I mean, I think a few weeks ago I checked, or I think I checked in, and his stats, I mean, he was basically just below averaging a triple-double. I think he had like 9.9 assists per game. So he's cementing himself pretty quickly as the possible MVP candidate this year.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it'll happen, but he's the type of dude that he could lead the league in assists. And if that happens, like as a center, I'm not sure that's happened. The only other time I could even think of that happening is I think Wilt Chamberlain did it one time.
That's so?
Yeah, way back when like basketball was all like
yeah, high top chucks.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of like Jokic's style, though. He's definitely he's out there fucking
so
just
nice. He did it
little
twice.
passes and shit behind the back. He's like his own individual, like Harlem Globetrotters.
He is actually, yeah. I think, man, a center leading the league in assists.
Yeah, it's possible crazy. One day. I don't know if it'll happen this season, but I feel like if he really wanted to, he could. But, you know, he's kind of busy dropping 47 points and everything. So, you know, maybe sometimes he won't get all the assists, but he can, though. It's nuts.
Yeah, and it's even more. I mean, if it were someone like Dwight Howard, I almost wouldn't question it. But it's someone like Jokić who's built like mashed potatoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's currently third with 8.7 assists. Harden's leading the league right now at 11, but
which I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for, by the way. But
no, yeah, Harden just gets hated on and all the time. He hopefully they can win some rings so he can like add that and get that legitimacy. But you know, it also just his play style. You know, he's Harden. But yeah, Jokić, I don't know if it'll happen this season, but he could lead the league one of these seasons coming up in assists, and I think that would be pretty impressive. And I think he's most deserving currently today of MVP.
MVP? Really? Wow. Man, he's only 25 too. Like he's still like he's close to hitting his prime, but he's not there yet.
Yeah, he's getting kind of close, like
Hmm.
that song by Next.
Excuse me.
We'll just let that go. Just continue on. But yeah, the Nuggets are in the fourth place right now in the Western Conference, in the fourth seed. They just beat the Jazz, who are number 2,
Mm.
15-5. These dudes had an 11-game winning streak going,
Mm-hmm.
looking awesome. And also, like, Jokic dropping 47. It's not like he was out there dropping 47 against like Todd McCulloch. You know what I'm saying? He was out there dropping 47 against Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, he's not dropping 47 against Travis Knight. You know what I mean? It's yeah. Rudy Gobert's a solid defender and much more in shape than Jokic too. So, which I keep going back to that. It's for him to be doing what he's doing like that and looking like how he looks.
Yeah, even though he's probably in the best shape I've ever seen him currently.
Oh say. Yes, for sure. Yeah, he was getting made fun of obviously when he was larger, but against Rudy Gobert. So it just makes you wonder what he's going to do to other teams. So
yeah, but Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell doing their thing. The Jazz as a squad. Conley looks great.
I believe he's leading the league in plus minus right now.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. These like older guys still playing well is starting to become a regular thing. Derrick Rose making sort of a comeback in the past few years. Mike Conley, Chris Paul still playing well.
Yeah. Chris Paul is just his play style. He could play till he's 40 probably. And
I think you're right. Yeah. I mean, he had did you see the game the other night? 14 assists in the first quarter. I mean, to be doing that, it's pretty remarkable. Ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, he just like drops the controller and goes and like gets something to drink, but he doesn't press timeout or pause or anything.
That's how you know he's good. Yeah.
Then he just comes back calmly.
Damn, you got to hit timeout. That's just silly. You don't know how long you're going to be in the fridge.
Yeah, it's just disrespectful. But yeah, the Jazz looks pretty strong. But
yeah, I hope they keep it up. They don't. I mean, it's rare to see them be that high up in the Western Conference. Not since I would say when they had Mr. AK-47.
Yeah. They look the realist. That in this iteration of them with Donovan Mitchell and Gobert, this is like the realist I've seen them look as far as like an elite competitive team. Where I'm like, damn, okay, this looks like they can maintain this.
It's partly due to getting Bogdan, I think.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I have to give him more credit now because I didn't when he was on the Pacers, but I should now that the Jazz are better with him. They seem to have taken like a leap up.
Yeah,
just from getting him. Yeah.
Yeah, Bojan doing his thing. Spent at 29 points.
Yeah,
tonight.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to him until like the Pacers are playing the Celtics in the playoffs, and he's just getting clowned all over the place. But then, he's very much effective for any team.
Yeah, shit. Now that you mention it, dude's been balling. I mean, he lost tonight, but the night before he had 32.
Yeah,
tonight he had 29. Like fuck,
he's killing it. Yeah. So Jokic has had 47 before. Yeah. Not to take away from it, but I was not aware that he just tied his career high, basically.
Yeah, career high, 47 points, 36 minutes,
Jeez.
11 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 for 4 from 3.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's like in the best shape he's ever been, and he's fucking doing his thing.
I mean, it seems like he can get even in better shape, but I don't know.
Yeah. You sound like fucking Pat Riley.
Man, you could have picked any other person in the NBA.
Well, yeah.
Does he normally request that his players be in the absolute best shape? Period. Like,
yeah, it's kind of
no fat guys.
It's kind of his thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
I guess it can't hurt to have that philosophy.
Yeah. He fucking brings the pain.
Is he like in the locker room with them as they're like working out?
Maybe
doing that Christmas party dance that he does.
Probably.
Okay.
If I was him, I would do that.
Okay. Fair.
But yeah, man. And then rest in peace to Sekou Smith.
Yeah. Not a guy I mean, I'll be honest that when I heard about it, it's obviously it's always sad when things like this happen, but especially for a guy so young. But yeah, I mean, admittedly, I don't often listen to too much of his stuff. But man, that's a stinger, you know?
Yeah. Another loss for the NBA and basketball community. He was on NBA TV, and he did like hang time blog and podcasts and stuff. And it's he passed away from COVID. So that's wild, you know, like one day, like you just hear about the virus, and then like fast forward and like stuff like this is happening, you know.
Yeah, man. Leaves behind a wife and 3 kids.
Yeah. Free Ballers condolences.
Yeah, for sure.
And all the other people that we're losing every day in this pandemic.
Yeah, Free Ballers condolences to all 400,000 this past year.
Coming up after the break, the first edition of shit, I forgot what our show was called. The fucking
it's called Netflix.
Yeah, first edition of Free Ballers Netflix.
Free Ballers segment called Netflix. I know it sounds vaguely it vaguely resembles another company we are not copying. We spell it FLICKS, and the net is referring to not the internet, but the net that hangs from a basketball rim.
Here comes a new challenger. Uh-oh, don't stop, inch, move. Welcome to the show. The beautiful, the talented Olivia Horn, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Excited to be here. Can you insert actual applause there, Alex?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thunderous.
Yeah.
Thunderous. Cool.
Crowdapplause.wave.mp3.
So what's going on?
So what's up?
Well, y'all seen any good movies lately?
I saw one. I did.
Don't say.
Yeah. It was really good.
Uh-huh.
It was starring Samuel L. Jackson. You really can't go wrong.
Oh my
right?
God, y'all.
What?
I can't believe I never thought of this before, and we
What?
don't even have to talk about this. We can immediately move on.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
Jamuel L. Saxon.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Wow, how have we never done that one before?
It's not as good as Netflix, but I'll.
Oh wow.
He can insert it.
Sam Bam out of bias. That's my personal.
Yeah.
Oh, I
true.
forgot
That's the
about that one.
proudest
Yeah.
one.
Pulling out the receipts.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Bam out of biased.
Yeah, if
It
we
was
ever have
so
to
good,
change,
and I thought about it split second. It was amazing.
That's one of those ones where
Sorry.
you think about it, you insert it in the conversation, everybody goes, "Damn, what a good pun!" And then as you're like laying in bed going to sleep, you get that little smile across your face. Yeah, I fucking
Exactly.
said that.
Yep. Exactly. How did you know?
Because I do the same thing.
it's gonna be me tonight when I think about Jamuel L. Saxon. How that's gonna be the new name of the podcast.
Somebody must. I mean, not to take that away from you, Alex, but somebody must have thought of Jamuel L. Wait, I don't even know how to spell it.
I wonder if there's anyone named Jamuel. You know,
it's a good name.
Yeah.
What if we name the show NBA Jamuel L. Saxon? That's the new name of the podcast. Like if we have to change the name at some point.
Oh my God.
There is a Jamuel L. Saxon on SoundCloud, but other than that, I don't know. I think this might just be yours, Alex. I don't know.
It's just Samuel L. Jackson doing cloud rap with like auto tune and shit.
And you will know. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, somebody did it on Facebook too and Instagram. Damn man, you might be late to this party, Alex. I'm sorry. I hate to spoil this for you.
The market is flooded.
Damn, you're practically the market's flooded.
So we are gathered here today to talk about a classic American film. None other than Coach Carter. Before we get all up into this, just want to say that Coach Carter is based on a real man, Ken Carter. He's a real coach, and this movie is like a dramatization based on true events.
Yes, correct. The actual events did not have Ashanti or the white guy that stripped.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing Tatum. Yeah.
Yep. First of all, I think we should mention first that we watched it all together and we agreed, right, that we all enjoy subtitles, because I do. I know I do when I watch.
Oh yeah.
Movie.
I'm an old man when it comes to that stuff. Put the subtitles on. Yeah.
Right. Put the subtitles on. It's great. So we did that. And I don't know if you guys remember, but sometimes in that movie, the boys, they were saying the N-word, but with the A, they're boys, doing their thing. But the subtitles, do you remember that? For whatever reason, they did it with the hard R.
Those weren't the official subtitles of Coach Carter. That was our bootleg illegal version of Coach Carter.
No, I know, I understand that, but still,
that makes
it even more intriguing. It's why.
It was an alleged bootleg, by the way. There's no proof that we actually watched a bootleg movie at all.
The Freeballers podcast is entirely fictional. It does not represent any real names or likenesses.
It's the second time we got to get our lawyers in on this episode. Yeah, there was the hard R in there, so I feel like there was some like MAGA person or some some what do they call them, the alt-right person like writing the subtitles in there, and they just decided to like troll everybody that watches the movie.
Seemed that way. Seemed that way.
Did seem that way.
But you know what else? In the middle, or not even in the middle, towards the beginning. Remember, he's like, "We're not saying that," so they don't say it anymore for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
So I found that interesting.
Yeah, it made it. It. Coach Carter just said what everyone else was feeling.
It's true. It's true. So it really made you feel it, because then it went away and it was like, sigh of relief.
Yeah,
You didn't
he's
have
like,
to see
who
the
did
hard R.
these motherfucking subtitles?
It did come out in 2005, which I feel is the year where everybody really started to be like, are people allowed to say say it with the A at the end? And look, if they can say it in rap music, how come I can't say
true.
it? And then,
Can Channing Tatum wear a do-rag? Or
yeah.
The answer to that is he can. It's should he. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Sorry, you just said Channing Tatum, and it just reminded me of all the scenes in the locker room with him. Okay. He was really hamming it up. Do you remember? It was a little uncomfortable at times. It was like, what are you doing, Channing? What do you do? I mean, it was some like, what's that thing? The movie he's in, the Mike.
Magic Mike. It was
Magic
like,
Mike.
Bro,
it was. It was.
Bruh, you're in a high school locker room and you're doing some Magic Mike shit, and Coach Carter is trying to fucking discipline your bitch ass.
I know, and his like dick is like coming through the towel. You can see it's too much. It was too much. Seriously, I'm like, children have probably watched this and they're just seeing Channing Tatum's dick, and it was too much.
Also, like every single scene that he appears in, he does that thing where like you clench your jaw and like his temples flare.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like he signed that in his contract, where it's like every single scene, they're like, all right, 3, 2, 1, all right, here we go, action. And he just starts doing that shit. The nose starts flaring and the fucking temples.
Clenching is one of his like every actor has their like little thing that they go back to, like like Denzel has little things that I can pick out and people do impressions of, but like Channing Tatum clenches his whole jaw, his mouth gets tight, and his forehead is about to explode.
It's like how bad he's holding back how much he wants to use the N-word.
Yeah, with the hard R, by the way. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, to play devil's advocate, I think the movie's rated PG-13. Was it PG-13?
Okay, all right.
So, I mean, I don't know if that's the right age to be showing Channing Tatum's dong in a movie. But
I mean, it's a towel, so maybe that's just the right time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're just,
You know what?
You just,
in this same vein, sorry.
Boy.
Bad choice of words. In that same vein, there are some scenes in the club where I think I pointed out during the movie that the cameraman was like focusing in on like girls' butts. And,
and really odd. Yeah. That was weird.
And technically those girls are supposed to be teenagers, like under 18 illegal teenagers. And the cameraman is straight up just zooming on every butt in the place.
Zooming.
Yeah.
Which is the fucking 2 technicals right there. You're ejected, my friend. That's a flagrant.
Yeah, there's a fine coming for that guy for sure. Yeah, I was a little uncomfortable during that.
Yeah. That was weird. No, that was weird. There was a couple times where it was just like, did not relate to the scene. It was like a serious scene, and then they would cut to a couple just grinding on each other, and it was like, just really, again, it was just, just little sprinkles of sex in there.
If I could see the girls' IDs first.
What'd you say?
If I could see the girls' IDs first, I'd be
sure,
okay.
You'd be down. I mean? Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I have no clue.
That's true. So for you, it's just the age thing.
Oh yeah.
Not the weird cuts to the.
Well,
you like you.
It's like they could do the weird cuts, but in the bottom right-hand corner have like everyone's proper identification.
Look, what I'm saying is I have no problem with objectifying women as long as they're of age. I mean, I'm a decent
absolutely.
Being. Yeah.
If they consent, if they're consenting adults.
Yeah.
Then let's objectify.
If they want me to look at their butt, I will.
I mean, it is there and it is a butt. So like,
I think we're
Yeah.
getting really to the core of Coach Carter. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I agree. Mhm.
Yeah.
Just the
By the way,
pure.
it's a basketball movie.
Yes, with a lot of sexual tension and just.
And really
Oh,
bad racist words everywhere. That's just super uncomfortable.
it's
Actually, you
true.
take that
It's
stuff
true.
out, the movie's really good.
No, yeah, I think actually Coach Carter, I think it held up better than I thought it was going to when we watched it. It's not, it's not gonna win any awards. I'm not sure
No.
if it did or not. I would also like to point out that this movie, it was like it was an MTV film or whatever.
What?
And
MTV Productions or whatever?
yeah. And
Okay.
Ashanti was nominated for an MTV Movie Award, and that's
Okay.
it. She didn't win. They didn't give it to her, and they fucking made the movie.
Wow.
They still did it, like, toss up the alley oop,
Oh, that's terrible. How could you do that, man?
Wow.
Yeah, I first of all, the movie does have some accolades. They're not like, it's not like Academy Awards or anything like that, but like, yeah, and was nominated for a lot. Samuel L. Jackson did win Outstanding Actor in a Motion Picture it was an ESPY award. So, it counts for something.
Okay, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I think listeners, based on how we're talking about it, I think it's clear it's a very underwhelming movie. You know what I'm saying? Don't you feel? I can feel it. I just feel it in the way we're all talking about it.
Yeah,
And I just want to be the one to say it. But it wasn't bad. It's just some movies you just sit there and watch it, and then you're like, I watched that, and that's all you feel,
I think it was too long, There
was
way too many scenes of just like a fucking beat and like that guy who sounds like Linkin Park, but it's not. It's like off brand, and the guy's just like 1, 2, and 3, and it's like Samuel L. Jackson with his foot on a basketball in the middle of the gym. 2 seconds that I have to live, and 3, all this pressure I give.
I don't
whatever,
remember
like
this Linkin Park.
Neither do I.
I don't know.
I don't know what
I'm just adding my own little spice to it, but you get the idea.
Yeah, it's true, and that also is very 2005. So can we talk about how? So you said 2005, right? It came out. But they're talking about it's supposed to take place in what, the 90s? When was Coach Carter doing this? Doing this thing, remember?
Wow.
Because so what I remember that being a weird.
The 1999 season is the basis for the Coach Carter film.
Okay. So not too long after.
Yeah. If they did a Coach Carter 2, they would what happens in real life. Ken Carter ended up to coach a slam ball team, and they won the slam ball cup. So that would be fire. But back to the movie.
Would you agree? Would you guys agree it doesn't like stand the test of time? Like, it was better in 2005 than it is in 2021?
I would agree, but I think it held up better than I thought. I thought it was just going to be completely just straight cheeks.
Yeah.
Well, there were cheeks.
But it was directed by Thomas Carter, who also directed Save the Last Dance.
Oh, fuck. That's my movie. Oh, my God. What a great film.
Film.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. Wow. We can't get into that because I'll start talking all about.
No, we're not going to.
I know we can't. We won't.
Oh, I thought, never mind. No, we can talk about Save the Last Dance. But yeah, same director. I think it was also an MTV film. But yeah, man, Coach Carter, they tried to tell the story. They tried to, even though the movie was too long, I also kind of feel like they tried to tell a lot of different stories in there. Like they try to talk about a broad range of things like
yeah.
teen pregnancy, like drugs and gang violence.
Yeah.
They try to cover the whole thing, and then like but essentially, you know, Coach Carter turns this basketball program around, and he sets a goal to try to get these kids to college, and he succeeds. And that's pretty cool, like IRL and stuff. The movie was ass, but like,
yeah, the real story is nice. Yeah.
You know, if you were one of the lucky people that bought the DVD, there was a free music video on there too.
Wow.
And can you guys? I mean, can you guys guess? I mean, Ashanti would be a great guess, but I'll just take her off the list automatically. She's not in the music video. I mean, can you guess? It's somebody featuring somebody else, which is a fair amount of the songs from that time period.
Is it featuring Ludacris?
It is not featuring Ludacris, but that's a great guess because it is 2005. Yeah.
Is it featuring Channing Tatum?
It may as well have been. Do you guys remember?
No, wait. So you're
Twista?
Oh, hell yeah!
Remember Twista? Yeah,
hell yeah.
When I found out the DVD came with like a music video that on it, you know, if you decided to buy the DVD for Coach Carter, Twista has a song in there featuring Faith Evans.
Oh man, I bet that shit's better than the movie.
Probably.
It's a lot shorter, that's for damn sure. But
shit, if this episode of this show had a video of Twista featuring Faith Evans, it'd be the best thing we've ever done.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. Yeah, they threw in like drugs, teenage pregnancy, and then there was like, did they throw in like racism just for other issues? I don't remember anything like that. Like there was no like issues with that at all.
Yeah, they just kind of. I don't remember
our scenario, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really happened with them, you know, because they were like hanging out with like the rich girls' house party, but I don't think everything was cool, really. Like Coach Carter kind of fucked the whole thing up, to be honest. Everything was fine.
Yeah, I don't know. His character reminded me of, and I was trying to like remember this movie, not Stand By Me. Is it Stand By Me? Yeah. With Morgan Freeman. Do you guys know that movie? It's kind of old.
It's a classic.
It is a classic where he becomes the principal of like an inner city school and like cleans it up. I think it's East Side High. It's from like the early 90s or like late 80s or something.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, but it basically, Morgan Freeman is just angry throughout the whole thing basically and telling kids to get off drugs. Yeah, great film. Yeah, I have to agree. That's one of those ones, if it's on, you have to like stop and watch it. So, but
yeah, Coach Carter, man, Ashanti being in there was kind of a like, whoa, shit, it's Ashanti, you know? And she was all just like, I'm having this baby. And even though I'm having this baby and you going to play basketball would actually probably be the best fucking thing for all of us. I'm really pissed that you're going to go to college. I think it's bad that you're going to college. And I found that to be kind of like unrealistic, you know what I mean? But I guess it could happen, but there's something weird about that, because it's like, wouldn't you, if I'm Ashanti and I'm pregnant and I love this dude and stuff, it's like, yo, you better fucking take her out of college and go play basketball and do this shit. Like, you know?
No, but at the end, he's like, come with me, baby. And she's like, okay. You know, they're going to go to live in, I hope there's student housing, family housing for them at the college is what I really hoped by the end.
Didn't she? I could be spoiling it if like somebody else wants to watch it, but
I think we're gonna spoil.
The whole movie's spoiled.
Okay, that's fair. She ends up getting an abortion, if I remember correctly, right? Like that took me by surprise. I didn't see that coming.
No, wait, what? She did?
Didn't she? No? Do I have it wrong?
Wait, did I miss something?
Did she have an abortion, or did she just...
I thought he asked her to come with him to college, and they were going to start their family.
No, I think she had an abortion, I think.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I think she had an abortion. She was pregnant with dude's baby, and I guess like he was unsure what he was going to do, so therefore she was unsure what she was going to do.
Oh,
And then
that's
finally,
right.
finally
Yes,
he's
she
like figures
did.
out. He's like,
Yep,
okay, I'm
yep.
going to go to college. I figured it out. And she's like, ah, damn,
Yes,
I just killed
yes.
this baby. And yeah,
It's true. But then he still does ask her to come with him.
yes,
But yeah,
yes.
no baby. You're right. I
No
totally
baby.
forgot about the
But
Schmortion.
add that to the list of huge things this movie attempts to tackle. You know what I'm saying?
wow,
Through
it's
the
true,
lens of
abortion,
like Save the
too.
Last Dance-esque
Yeah.
delivery.
Yeah, no, it's I guess it was a little, it was taking some really like major dramatic issues and kind of like squashing them with basketball, I guess. Yeah.
There's a fucking like gang drug shootout, and like one of our main characters loses a family member.
Yeah. In light of all of that, it's true. I guess it's pretty overwhelming now that I think about it.
There's like a sprinkle of West Side Story in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
it is a little West Side Story. Jets and Sharks. Yeah.
A little bit.
No, not really.
Yeah.
But anyway,
maybe not. Yeah, because West Side Story is just Romeo and Juliet, right? That's all it is. Yeah. So maybe much. Maybe Alex's comparison wasn't too
little off.
Yeah.
Do you even know how to film, Alex?
Yeah,
I mean,
close enough. You know
close enough.
Miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah, that's true. It's great basketball advice there.
The Dion Waiters of podcasts.
Movie segments.
Yeah, man. I'm right here. That was sad. Timo loses his cousin. The shootout. He shows up at Coach Carter's doorstep. Coach Carter locks down the gym until the players
so they get this bullshit together.
Yeah. Because he made them sign a contract and all that.
Oh, yeah, and his son.
Yeah, his son's on the team. He's making these dudes do like 2 bajillion suicides. And
that was getting out of hand, I felt.
He's a little sadistic. Yeah.
How would they have that much? I felt like no way could they even do that.
Yeah, that was out of control. Like it
was really ridiculous.
Even though Channing Tatum, I will say, did look like he was in excellent shape.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
He really
left that in 0 doubt.
Those suicides worked for him, basically.
They did.
You know what? I'm going to do it one more time. The movie Stand By Me, the principal in that movie also locks the doors to the school at some point in the movie.
Wow.
Something's up here with old Coach Carter. I feel like he saw that movie and took a page out of I can't remember Morgan Freeman's book, because he locks the doors to the school because he doesn't want any more gang members to get in the school. So he's like, as soon as the students are in, like, we lock the doors and the gang members can't come in. That's the whole reason we're doing it. Okay, and it creates all this drama. Yeah, I mean, it is, but it creates all this drama because, like, obviously the fire department can't get in there, so it's like a fire hazard, right? So, but anyways, I don't know. I feel like he was like, I got to take this seriously. Get out the chains. Let's lock the doors or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to think things that he maybe just like saw that movie and was like, I'm going to take a page out of this dude's book and just get like super tough with these kids.
He may have.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's cool. I guess I shouldn't be pissed about it, but yeah.
Yeah. What are your feelings about it?
I don't know. I just hope they weren't copying that movie, but it is a true story. So I guess it is, if that's what happened, that's what happened. So,
but I was thinking you were saying it still could be that the original guy was taken from the movie.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly. Saw Stand By Me and was like, well, I'm just going to do things the way Morgan Freeman's character did.
Yeah,
so.
for
Not
sure.
gonna lie, I feel like that shit happens all the time. Like where people in positions of authority and power just reenact shit that they saw that like turned out to be, they thought they were like, you know, doing some shit from like their training or something, but it turned out it was from like Doogie Howser episode 3 season 2 or some shit. They saved a man's life.
By the way, I've been saying Stand By Me. That is the absolute wrong movie.
Is Stand By Me with all the boys who?
Yeah,
man.
Dead body?
Yeah, you want to see a
yeah.
dead body, man? Come on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What is it? Stand and Deliver? No, that's a different one. That's a different one.
No, I think that's it. I think
I
said
Stand By Me like 80 times. Hold on. Wow. I'm gonna get it here. I'm on Morgan Freeman.
Stand and Deliver is the one with James. What's the name? Olmo. Edward James Olmo.
Yeah,
that's not the one though.
Classic, by the way. Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, that one's just so good.
Lean on Me. Sorry, Lean on Me is the name.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's different from Standing for sure. Like
it's definitely different. Yeah, it's a whole other. Yeah, it's a whole other standing action there. Yeah,
your feet have to do way less.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But yeah, Coach Carter, classic MTV film based on a true story, tackling super. Damn, I lost my whole shit. But
wow, yeah, that was the worst recap I've ever heard in my life. If that's what you was trying, is that what you were trying to do?
No. I blanked out because I got like the Wikipedia.
You
of Coach Carter
in
front of me.
I also have the Wikipedia up in front of me.
But yeah, trying to tackle.
Going off the top of my dome. Wait,
trying to tackle a whole lot. You know, trying to tackle a whole lot of serious shit in like a teeny, like MTV film movie was probably difficult. I feel it might be why it was too long. You know, like they tried to really do everything here. I'm sure like some of those characters weren't real and like represented like multiple people.
Right.
In the story and whatnot.
I mean, I bet if you put it in like a different director's hands and like make it more serious and stuff, and like, you know, could be it's still a good story, you know.
Hey man, don't fucking disrespect the director of Save the Last Dance.
Okay, you know what? Not the director. Put it in a different studio's hands. I'll just say that.
Okay. I could see that.
I feel like MTV, they were like, look, we got to fulfill Ashanti's contract here. Let's just throw her in as the love interest, like the side love interest in this one movie.
Holy shit. Well, damn. I'm going to have to throw this out there. The director also directed a TV series called The White Shadow. I've never, ever heard of this. It was on CBS in 1978 to 1981.
Whoa.
And it's about a former NBA player who takes a coaching job at like an inner city high school. And he's like a white dude. And the team is a primarily black team in a primarily black school. And it was the first TV ensemble drama to feature mostly black cast. Which
really?
Is like,
wow.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. But there's a whole lot of directors listed because it's a TV series, but the same guy did that. And so that's very interesting. I never even knew the show existed. And if anything, Coach Carter just led me to this, which could lead to us talking shit about that.
The White Shadow?
It's kind of a ridiculous name in the context.
Yeah, actually, did you say white guy becomes coach of an all-black team?
Yeah, it's not like an all-black team, but it's like seems like, you know, they're playing up like white guy becomes coach of like a team that has players of multiple races.
Oh, golly. Okay.
We're just like, whoa. Oh, man.
Yeah, because you said it's the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah. Coach Carter's like, bitch. Like, what? Like,
wait, so
least of my problems.
The director did a complete 180 in like, 20 years there, right? 20, 25 years. He's like, well, the first thing I'm going to do is have a white guy come in and coach a pretty much predominantly black team. The next thing I'm going to do is have a black guy come in, and he's going to coach pretty much everybody.
Well, but don't forget, in between, he was like, I'm going to do Save the Last Dance, though, too.
Oh, that's true.
It's a big part, man. It's like a huge part.
Damn, I keep overlooking Save the Last Dance.
You ever see it?
Actually, no.
Wow. Gotta see it.
If we had a podcast about dancing, I would say we should for sure watch that.
Yeah, that would be definitely.
Isn't The Last Dance always saved? You know, like...
I mean, by definition, yes. If it's the last dance.
Well, the idea is that Save the Last Dance for me, stupid. So you would save that for that one person.
Well, you gotta like, but isn't it saved? Like, have I given my last dance? If I died tonight, right now, oh, well, damn, I couldn't continue what I was saying. But if I could continue what I was saying and I was dead, you know, my last dance will be forever saved.
Oh, that was beautiful. Just beautiful. Can we take a moment to just relish that?
Yeah, I'll give him 5 seconds of silence. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were going to do it. Never mind.
I couldn't help but laugh. Sorry.
Just kidding.
No, but White Shadow, I didn't even know that was a thing. Interesting. Maybe we could check it out, but we would have to drop that into a different tier because
it's a show.
Basketball movies. We're not talking basketball shows. We'll get into that later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But thank you, Thomas Carter, for linking us to this show that we never knew existed.
Yeah, I'm in a Thomas Carter wormhole now.
Yeah, and it's about basketball.
What was the message, the most important lessons that you learned from Coach Carter?
Ooh. Ugh. That's a tough one.
Tough one, right?
30s, and it's made for teens. So, I did learn how, like, if I were to coach a team, I would want to steal some of his tactics.
Mm-hmm. Like all the suicides, like. Yeah,
well, okay. I may ease up on the suicides a little bit. I think that's he went a little too ham with just like punishing them. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. It's a happy ending. They all go to college, so who's to say?
True.
Some of them.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't only talk about the ones that like did go on at the end. But.
Yeah, we didn't hear shit about like the Asian kid in the back that was in multiple scenes.
Man, did he get shit on, right?
I don't know. I mean,
oh well, that's a good point.
He was in multiple scenes. Like, I'm just saying, I just didn't get any backstory or like what happened to him afterwards,
or lines or like a dialogue. There was nothing for him. I don't think.
I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying. That means, you know, he probably didn't make it.
Oh, jeez. That's a dark twist there to Coach Carter. But yeah, I hope you're wrong. I hope he made it.
Seriously, what a downer.
Google Coach Carter, Asian kid in real life.
I think the story overall is like super motivational and like, I think they were trying to send a message of like, well, I think Coach Carter himself is like, yo, I'm here to coach basketball. But like you guys are supposed to be here to teach these kids. And ultimately, like, we're supposed to be here to help these children like develop and progress as people.
Right. Yeah.
And then he was like me, the fucking basketball coach who like, not trying to toot my own horn, but my name is on a fucking banner in the gym because I used to go here. Why the fuck am I the one being like, hey, maybe it's a good idea that y'all like do your homework and like study and try to go to college and get good grades and shit. That's not even my job. Holy shit. I'm too old for this.
Seriously, it's true.
I'm too old for this. Yeah, that's the Samuel L. Jackson line in any movie he's in, basically.
It's true. I'm too old for this shit. Yeah, if anything, it made me realize how hard it is to be a fucking coach. I mean, all the scenes of him, like, hands just on his head, just on his bald head, just running it back and forth. And he's like throwing shit and breaking pencils. Like he was struggling. His life was hard.
Yeah,
I don't
like
be
his
a
moves
coach.
though. I like his moves. I would hire Samuel L. to coach my team right now. If I was like a NBA team, I'm hiring Samuel L. Jackson just to see what happens. I could always fire him in like a month or two. It's all good.
Didn't like the University of Texas, didn't they have like Matthew McConaughey on the sideline for a brief amount of time?
Oh God, probably.
Do you remember this? It's true. There's footage of him. Like, I don't know if I think he did it for the basketball team, and you guys should know this, being in Austin, right? Like they had him on the sidelines. I think the basketball team and the football team, like just like either acting like he was a coach or actually like spitting out plays or something.
I did not hear about that. All I know is wasn't he teaching an acting class or something at UT? I'm pretty sure he was doing that.
He was also like naked playing bongos and got like the cops called to his own house.
Wait, what? Wait,
yeah, Google it. I don't know. It's lore.
Right,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're not going down that rabbit hole. Not tonight.
It's nothing to do with Coach Carter.
For another night. I mean, everything has to do with Coach Carter a little bit, though, with all those issues.
Sure.
I mean, you could connect it back in any way you want, really. Oh, when they were at the party, I know what you mean about like he interrupted it. It was just like let them be here in this rich house. Let them party.
Yeah, after all that ruined it.
I know, man. Just let them fucking, make out with some girls, touch on some titties.
Maybe he would have let that happen, but as soon as he showed up, he was like, fuck, I'm Coach Carter. This is way out of control. Like, if it was more low key, maybe he would have like just chilled and like fucking just made sure everything was all right and then left.
You mean chilled, stayed at the party?
No, like just.
I was like, that's the worst possible thing he could do because, I mean, for many reasons. But
just been like, all right, whatever, and then went home and been like, then called the wife and like, oh man, it was so cute. I saw the dudes doing some super wholesome and cute shit. But instead, he showed up and he was like, fuck, immediately upon seeing this, I'm now responsible now.
Of course
and
he is.
Everybody
Absolutely.
here, it was like RoboCop. He saw like his brain was zeroing in on everyone and assigning them like 2,000 suicides and like a million mic and drills and shit.
Speaking of why he's being a hypocrite there, didn't he, when he was coaching them, like he was telling them stories about all of the like girlfriends he had back in the day? Do you guys remember that? Like how it was kind of awkward.
All the women.
Yeah.
No, because he was talking about his sister. Remember, it's like my sister Diane. So he was just talking about the women in his life in general.
Yeah, he said everything he knows
and he
about
named the
basketball. He learned from women, and it was all like, oh shit, he's about to be like, I'm a smooth player guy. But instead, it was just like, my playbook is named after the strong women I have known throughout my life.
Right. My sister Diane, who never moves out of the way. So she's the pick and roll, or you know what I mean? He was named.
Maybe I misunderstood. I thought he kept like talking about like his like exploitations when he was like a young man and how he was slinging it back in his day. So I don't know.
I think he did throw a little bit of that.
He was hinting at it.
Yeah, because he's like, hey, I fuck. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, I used to
fuck. Whatever woman like the play is for like intentional foul, she's just like, damn, he's like Pamela, because she fucking sucked. Like that. That's when you guys intentionally foul.
Some of these ex-girlfriends, hopefully they didn't find out like which plays he was naming after them. You know what I mean? Oh man.
What if all his ex-girlfriends and sisters and mother all went on to coach in the NBA or in college? No, but if he did that in real life, then that's fire as fuck. That would be cool.
Okay.
That's true. I agree.
As long as he wasn't like, and then I say Brenda, who had a fat ass. So that's when you back that ass up and post up down low.
It was going to, I'm telling you, it was going to go to that route. And I was like, okay, here it comes. He's going to say something about like a fat ass or some shit. And it's just going to get really awkward because like Coach shouldn't be inspiring teenage boys with stuff about his past sexual exploitations. It's awkward and weird. Or maybe it works. I don't know.
I think you made it weird, John.
Well, that's, story of my life, but yeah. Yeah. My one other takeaway is that Ashanti is an absolute garbage actress, which is fine. I didn't expect her to be like too fire at acting. So her face literally does not change at all. Like it's the same face, whether she's happy or mad. So
and she's like fucking Ashanti. She can't be in high school. She can't be in high school.
That's true. Too old to be
Coach Carter, everybody.
Yeah, it's an excellent movie.
Yeah.
I would have drafted Junior Battle though, straight up.
Would you really?
Yeah, man. He was giving me.
Oh, is he the really tall, the tallest one? The tallest guy, tall, skinny one?
He was like the guy who had to go,
Oh, and his mom? His mom was like.
Yeah, his mom was like, let the boys play.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was giving me strong like Bam Adebayo vibes. And it was like, I feel like Junior Battle, had he been real.
Yeah.
I would have drafted him, dude. I would have drafted him because he really developed the most throughout the course of the season.
Was he the one leading in rebounds or something?
He was just like the best. He was the best player on the team. He was the best player on the team, but he was like really quiet and stuff. Like at one point he fucked up and like his mom went and showed up at Coach Carter's business to like ask him to please let him play and stuff.
I remember this.
And he apologized. I would have drafted him. Timo, you know what I'm saying? He ain't getting drafted.
Well, it depends on the team. I feel like the Rockets might consider drafting someone like Timo. You know what I mean? They'll take a chance on like a troublemaker type guy. Yeah.
Or the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks would not realize that he would be perfect, and they would pass up on him because that would be too good.
And then the Heat would like Photoshop him in a Heat jersey for some reason, just because they do that for every player.
It's true. Right here. No, that's one of my favorite scenes when he says, "I'm right here." And that's all I have to say about that.
That's the most dramatic scene in the movie, probably, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think when he shows up to the doorstep is the most dramatic scene.
Oh, that's true. After his cousin died or whatever.
Yeah, I cried a little bit. I cried.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit. I wept silently to myself.
It's okay.
I just contemplated the fragility of life and the importance of a strong male role model early in your
formative years.
Yeah, it's important.
Where do you think Channing Tatum ended up? Like general manager at Verizon or something? That's what I picture. Or do you think he got drafted too?
No, man. He's like storming the Capitol. Like,
oh my God, yeah.
He probably is. Oh man, that stinks. I hate that. That's probably true.
No, I don't know. I'm not.
No, probably not storming the Capitol. Maybe.
He wasn't like in the library, like studying up for something specific. I can't remember. He kept saying what he was going to do.
He became an engineer,
something like that, or like a salesman or something. I couldn't remember what he was saying he wanted to do. But
like, one day I'm going to sell cars and
yeah, he's a cars. Yeah, that's exactly it.
But his dad was in jail, so like, when that's your like
yeah.
baseline, yeah, like anything above
True.
that is pretty good. So
True.
Hmm.
No jail is a win.
Yeah, he could do a lot if he. Hopefully, what I'm saying, he scooped up one of those college scholarships and did something. You know what I'm saying? Got a degree. You know what I'm saying? Then like moved back in with his girlfriend or some shit, and then the housing collapse happened. Everything went. No, I don't know what happened.
Wow.
I was following your whole like rabbit hole.
I know. It's true.
Now he works at Chick-fil-A, and
leave him alone.
he's heavily invested in GameStop stock. He just YOLO'd his whole shit. He can't even pay rent this month, but like he sure is about to go down.
I like that.
Yeah,
that's a happy ending for Jason Lyle.
No, but Coach Carter, the first of many Netflix.
Yes. Oh, what's the next? Ooh, what's the next Netflix? Hey, Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, we need a little song.
Alex wanted to do a Celtics movie, actually.
Yeah, the Celtic Pride, I think, is where we're.
That's what it's called. It's
called
no,
Celtic Pride.
No, it is called that.
Yeah, we're going.
It's like a goofy comedy, right?
Yeah, back in time. In time.
Okay.
At least from Coach Carter is a lot further back.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Celtic Pride is 96. It's written by Judd Apatow.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. Or Judd Apatow, whatever, however the fuck you say
it's
his name.
Apatow, I think.
Apatow, tomato, whatever. It's got Dan Aykroyd, and it's about two passionate Celtics fans.
Yeah.
And it has Damon Wayans.
Ooh.
Oh boy, it sounds good.
It's a good way of putting it.
It's got 9% on Rotten Tomatoes. So you know what I'm saying? I think it's only fair that this is how we start Netflix.
We start. Oh yeah.
This is how we start this shit. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
We out here.
No, this is how we start, and we're gonna build our way up to some of the heavy hitters. You know what I mean? But I think Coach Carter is good. I think as we continue along this journey, we will see that Coach Carter might be closer to like the
top than you think.
average level, because we're heading into 9% territory right now.
I think a playoff is in order, right? Like we rank the movies.
Oh wow!
Absolutely.
And have a playoff. Yeah. That should definitely happen.
Yeah, this is just game one of the regular season, so
yeah,
we'll see.
Coach Carter might make it to like second round. I'm thinking.
Yeah, well, it's got a 64% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, it's way better. Pride,
yeah. We're going from 64% to 9%. But you know what I'm saying?
But you can't really rely too much on that, though. You still have to go,
Yes.
But sometimes the silly movies, they hit differently.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you could do about it, despite Rotten Tomatoes. Sometimes Rotten Tomatoes is like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like sometimes when I read them, I really feel that in my soul. I'm like,
these tomatoes are just fine. What are you talking about? I'll still eat these.
Right?
Get the fuck out of here.
That was some energy for Rotten Tomatoes. Jesus Christ. You fuck off, Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, fucking
yeah, whatever. I'll just throw them away. I'll eat something else. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. I'll put Alfredo on my pasta. I don't give a fuck.
It's true. Change up the whole game. Well, thanks for letting me talk about movies with you.
Thanks for being my friends and my beautiful girlfriend and my beautiful podcast listeners.
I mean, the honor is mine, of course.
in these uncertain times, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful to just be here talking shit with y'all.
True that.
And Coach Carter was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix.
That concludes segment number 1 of Netflix.
Oh yeah, this is the first one.
Oh yeah.
Congrats. And next up on Netflix is that's so hard to do. Is what? Which one? The Celtics?
Man, you
Celtics,
sound like you're doing some Twister shit.
Yeah, for like next up on Netflix.
He was so fast.